Tease again. I didn't have another topic, but I guess I wanted to say really quick because there's arguments on both sides. There was a there was a man. He wasn't really an argument. He was pretty much saying, "Hey, we as men need to get it together because there are bulldaggers on the loose who are pretty much taking up all the women, and I'm sure women will feel the same. Like, damn, we really got to step it up because these men, men are they're getting with themselves and then they're going abroad." So it said that both parties has work to do. I think I'm more afraid of the bulldaggers because these bulldaggers, like, they're, now mind you, they look like dudes, appear like dudes until it's time to undress, and they're not swinging like they should. But the women know this too. The women know that these women are not packing in. They're not packing in the pants. And I guess women figure, hell, well, I've been swinging at myself for toys for so long anyway. It wouldn't hurt to have an extra toy. But these women, like, I literally seen it in my city. I see it here, there, and everywhere. You'll get literally like these bulldaggers or these women in men's suits. They literally are taking all the women. Like, cause like I said, in my home city, there's this lady. She dressed. She has her swag, and the women flock to her. Like, I don't know if it's just like a gal thing, but that guy was concerned. When I seen the video, I was concerned too, because I was just looking like, she had her suit on and everything, and she was more like, yeah, watch out, yeah, like I don't get turned on when I see good dudes, but they're a threat. They're a threat to these men. Hell, they're probably a threat to women too, because it's like, hey, if you're not careful, you might get swept off your feet by one of these women in men's suits, because perhaps the men are perhaps they're slacking and the bulldaggers are coming through and they're taking all the women. So yeah, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I'm thinking that yeah, we really got to get it together. I mean, I guess if you want to be in a relationship, get it together. I'm sure nobody wants to die alone, and I'm sure you don't want to sleep with your hand for all of eternity. So it's safe to say that both parties need to get it together, but we just need to be realistic too, though. We don't want to be you know what I mean, just beating a dead horse. But like I said, I can relate to that with that the bulldagger, because she, like, you could tell, so she had on her suit, and maybe that's what women like. Maybe women like women, oh, you know what, and that's, again, I'm not trying to be funny, it said that women are very delusional, so maybe that's why they like things that aren't really there. You don't want the real man, but you rather have the woman that appears to be a man, you know what I mean? Okay, I had to wait for those cars to pass. But yeah, so those women, it's like they almost don't want to. They like the things that appear. You know what I mean? So it's like women. I don't want to say all women, but a lot of women, they do like to be lied to. They like for you to tickle their fancy, and they like the illusion of everything being perfect. So I'm thinking with women, they rather have, like, I'd rather have a woman that looks like a man than actually be bothered with an actual man, because real men probably aren't going to give them what they're looking for. They're probably not going to listen to you when you're babbling or complaining. They're probably not going to be sensitive and hear you out. Like I say, I don't know how men operate, but it's something that's missing from both parties. And women, they're probably not going to do right because they feel like, well, I shouldn't have to. This is the new age. These are modern days. And everything is a hot mess, if you ask me. Because then again, you'll get these men, mind you. They feel like, oh, well, if we do things biblically, men should only marry or get with women that are... Yeah, so they feel like men should only marry or get with women whom are virgins. But my thing is, these days, it's hard to find virgins that are of marital age, And with that being said, even with the men, now how is it that you would want, or you think, like, now biblically, men can only marry the virgins, but I'm like, these women are no longer virgins because of the men, so it's kind of like, how does that work? How is it that you're a single father, mind you got 2 or 3 baby fathers, or baby's mamas, but yet you have the nerve to part your lips to say you want to marry a virgin, so it's just like, that you're not going to honor and cherish, you guys, we got a lot of work to do, and I tell you, it's just crazy. Like, everybody have their levels and their preferences, and they have their standards way up here, but really your mindset and the way you look and the way you are, you're down below, so it's like you're beneath the person that you want in a relationship. And I'm not saying that to talk down on anybody. That's like me saying, oh, I want a virgin. I want somebody that's got money and got a job and this and that, and I'm literally living on Skid Row. Like, how do I sound, you know? So that's why it said that you have to be what you want in a relationship, because how is it that I'm living on Skid Row, but I want a man with... Yeah, I'm living on Skid Row, but I want a man that's established, you know what I mean? And hell, half the time I don't even brush my teeth. You know, you see the nerve that we have? You know, men want their women to be submissive. Oh, you talk, cook, clean, and then do the dishes and shut up and be a virgin. But yet, all you're going to do is have 2 or 3 other wives that are got to shut up and clean. You know, so it's just kind of like, we're not making any sense, you know. Like I say, our standards, if we don't match those standards, we are beneath the person who we want to be with. And that's why we're single. Because either A, we're delusional, B, it doesn't exist, or C, we're beneath that person, and that's why we are single, you know, or, you know, and then you get with a kooky, and right where you get with an Instagram model, and she's probably going to be something that you don't need. So it's kind of like we just need to get ourselves together, work on what we need to work on. Hey, dang, I need to work on what I eat. I need to get myself in shape. I need to be, you know what I mean? So once you get yourself together to where you feel like you're ready for a relationship, that person should come in and match your energy, you know. But don't be like these modern men out here. Because you'll get these modern men, and they'll hide behind the cloth as if they're of the cloth. Oh, hey, I'm of the cloth. I'm part of the Hebrew nation. But the way that you're speaking and the way you're doing things are not of the cloth. Like, for instance, like I said, if I'm a man with 3, 4 baby mamas and had the nerve to part my lips to say that I'm out to marry a virgin, when you got 3, 4, you just created 3 or 4 single mothers, and you have the nerve to go out there to get yourself a untouched woman like that. To me, the nerve is through the roof. The nerve is through the roof. And that's another thing too. Now, this is off topic, but I'm on Manchester, and I believe 11th Street, and literally every car that passed me is a luxury vehicle. I got my that's my cue that I'm in paradise, I guess. I'm about to head back, but yeah, you guys, we need to raise our standards on ourselves. That means if your standards are way up here, you got a lot of catching up to do with that ceiling. You want 40 acres and a mule. That 40 acres and a mule need to come from you before you go looking for it on outside. You see what I'm saying? You want somebody who got dishes, but where the food at? You know what I'm saying? You want somebody who got food, but you ain't got a fork. You know, so it's kind of like match what it is you're looking for. You know, just keep that in mind and be safe.